Greater blessings bring greater trials in love. Have you ever wondered why good, sincere people often endure so much heartache? Why those with deep, sensitive hearts frequently experience incomplete romances? It is not an injustice, but a meaningful design. Love is a test of one's merits. A person with great blessings is not someone who has never been hurt, but someone who, despite deep wounds, still preserves kindness. Emotional trials do not come to destroy you. They come to refine your spirit, to teach you to let go of what does not belong to you and to cherish what truly matters. A broken relationship does not mean you have lost everything. Sometimes it is liberation, allowing you to find yourself. Those with profound inner worlds often endure greater hardships in love. The bigger one's heart, the more profoundly one loves, and the more vulnerable one becomes, because they love with their soul, not with reason. They do not let go easily, so when they lose someone, the wound runs deeper than for others. Yet it is precisely these wounds that become turning points, teaching them to love themselves, to grow stronger, and to understand that true happiness comes from within. Not everyone is destined to overcome such trials. Only those truly strong and truly worthy of love can endure the pain and emerge into a fulfilling relationship. Sometimes losing one person means meeting someone better. Sometimes today's heartbreak makes tomorrow's gratitude deeper. Sometimes pain is a gift, though you may not recognize its value in the moment. Therefore, if love makes you suffer, do not resent it or doubt fate. Trust that you are being forged to receive better things. A heart once shattered will learn to love more deeply and endure more steadfastly than ever before. Let go of trivial matters. Focus on the bigger picture. Do not let an offhand remark cloud your day, nor let an unworthy issue steal your peace. Life is vast, with infinitely more important things than petty grievances. Look farther ahead and concentrate on larger goals. Instead of dwelling on small annoyances, invest your time in learning and growing. Rather than feeling angry about the unimportant, focus on what truly matters. Instead of clinging to needless pain, practice forgiveness and release. Time flows on. Do not let it slip away in vain. Each day that passes is a fragment of life, and what matters is how you use it. Chasing empty illusions or living meaningfully, mourning the past or savoring the present. Life is short. Live each day so it counts. Live lightly, without clinging, without waste. They say that when we grow old, we regret not what we have done, but what we have left undone. Journeys postponed, loving words unsaid, precious moments missed. So stop wasting time. Live each moment fully. Love when you can, give when you have the chance, smile because there is still tomorrow. Above all, do not let insignificant things take over your life. Learning to forget is the art of freedom. Forgetting is not erasure, but refusing to let memories bind your soul. There are memories faded, pains past, people you no longer wish to recall, yet no matter how much you cling, they remain fragments of the past, unable to reshape the present. Forgetting means not allowing scars to govern you. If you keep touching them, they only hurt more. Let them heal on their own, and one day they will become faint scars. To forget is to let go of the past, so you can walk lightly and serenely. Some things should be swept away by the wind. The wind holds nothing back. It passes through, carrying away what no longer belongs to you. Why hold on to unkind words, unworthy hurts, shattered dreams? Let the wind carry away burdens. Let time erase the unimportant. Clear your heart like the open sky, so better things can dwell there. Those who have endured testify they no longer worry over trifles. They no longer cling to old stories. They no longer torment themselves over the unchangeable. They no longer resent those who have left. For they understand that loss teaches appreciation, departure makes room for those more worthy, and pain reminds us to grow stronger. If you remain entangled in past hurts, the present slips away wasted. If you cling to suffering, happiness will never find you. The wise learn to forget, not from indifference, but because they know that only by releasing the unworthy can they live lightly. When the heart is unburdened, everything feels lighter, like a boat freed of heavy stones gliding swiftly across the water, or a bird unshackled soaring toward the distant sky. Likewise, if you wish for a peaceful life, first learn to forget. Forget those who did not value you. Forget what once hurt you. Forget failed expectations, not out of weakness, but because you choose a life of greater worth. When you no longer remember the unimportant, you have more time to remember yourself, your passions, your unfinished dreams, and the beauty in life. You were not born to live in the past. You were born to embrace the present and step into the future with a serene heart. Forgetting is not loss, but letting go of what no longer belongs to you. This is the art of freedom. Peace does not lie outside, but within the heart. People often seek peace in distant lands, in a new place, in a cozy home, or in someone to lean on. Yet upon arrival, they still feel empty, because peace is not in a place or another person, but in one's own soul. Some people always wait for someone else to bring them happiness, an ideal lover, a kindred spirit, someone who understands all their sorrows. But human beings are impermanent. People come and go, sometimes accompany us, sometimes depart. If our happiness depends on someone else, a single word or action can wound us. A single change or departure can break our hearts. No one in this world can stay by our side forever. Only we ourselves accompany our own lives the longest. So why not bring peace to ourselves? Learn to be joyful whether someone is by your side or not. Learn to smile even when no one comforts you. Learn to stand firm even when no one supports you. Once your mind is at peace, you no longer need someone to fill the emptiness. You no longer expect someone to hold your happiness for you, because you have found it within yourself. A person whose mind is at peace will not be swept away even in a raging stream. Faced with difficulties, they do not panic. They need not seek peace from outside, for peace already resides within them, like a rock at the bottom of a lake, unmoved by any wave. Inner stability allows you to feel serenity whether you live in wealth, in bustling crowds, or in quiet solitude. Not because the outside world has changed, but because your heart has grown calm enough. Peace does not come naturally. It is a journey, a practice, an act of letting go. People feel unsettled because they desire too much, to be loved, to be acknowledged, to be above others. But the more you crave, the more you worry, the more you cling, the more you fear loss. Only when you release do you lighten your heart, no longer bound by fame or torn by attachments that are not yours. Life is imperfect, others are imperfect, and you yourself are imperfect. Do not try to change the unchangeable. Do not cling to what has passed. Accept that some events must occur for you to grow, that some people must leave for you to learn to stand on your own. When you stop resisting, the mind finds its own peace. Peace sometimes comes from very simple things. A hot cup of tea in the morning, an evening watching the sky change color, a quiet night listening to rain amid life's hurry. Give yourself moments of stillness so your mind can breathe and your heart can rest in peace. You need not travel far or seek someone else. Just return to yourself, for peace never truly left. Only your awareness of it faded. Peace is not outside, nor in a place, nor dependent on anyone. Peace can only be found within your own soul. Desiring nothing is the secret to living freely. People suffer from too many desires. The desire for perfect love, for a life without trouble, for everything to go their way. But life is not always as we wish. When we have something, we fear losing it. When we don't, we feel frustration. The tighter the grip, the more insecure we become. The key to living freely is not having more, but desiring less. A drop of water landing gently in your palm stays there. Clutch it tightly, and it slips away. So it is with people. The more you try to hold on, the more you lose. The greater your expectations, the greater your vulnerability. All suffering begins with desire. We desire a perfect life, yet the world offers no perfection. We desire others to always treat us well, yet everyone changes. When desire ends, everything that comes greets you. Everything that leaves departs with a gentle smile, no regrets. A falling leaf has its reason. Someone entering your life has meaning. Even small present moments deserve appreciation. Yet people chase distant goals and forget the simple things at hand. Healthy as you are, you still long for wealth. Loved as you are, you still long for eternal completeness. At peace as you are, you still crave storms to prove yourself. Only when these things vanish do you regret them. Only in absence do you recognize their value. If you keep waiting for something far off, you remain uneasy. But if you learn to cherish each present moment, happiness arrives naturally. No seeking, no craving, just pure awareness. When desire ends, the mind naturally finds peace. A river does not hold water, it flows on. A bird does not cling to the sky, it simply flies. A person without desire lives freely. Less desire means less fear. Less desire means abundance naturally follows. A smile without reason. A day passes without the need to outperform others. Life can be simple, yet full of peace. Desiring nothing is not giving up, but understanding that what comes will come, what goes will go. Holding on cannot prevail, pulling cannot last. Simply live each moment fully, embrace and accept all with serenity. Then you need not chase happiness, it will find you. Forgiveness lightens the heart. Some wounds lie not on the flesh, but in the mind. Some hurts are invisible, yet linger endlessly. Others may hurt you once, but you hurt yourself repeatedly by refusing to forget, unable to release or forgive. The tighter you hold on, the heavier the burden. The more you hate, the more you suffer. Hatred is like a hot coal. The tighter you grasp, the more you burn. It does not burn others, but only yourself. Some events are past, yet linger in your heart. Some people have left, yet their shadows remain, weighing you down, haunting your thoughts. The one who hurt you may have forgotten, but you bind yourself with resentment. No one suffers because they are forgiven. Suffering belongs to those who cannot let go. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, but not allowing the past to bind you. Forgiveness is not weakness, but choosing a lighter path. The one who hurt you may not deserve forgiveness, but you deserve peace. Without forgiveness, you torment yourself. Forgiveness is not for the other's gain, but for your own freedom. Releasing resentment is like unlocking shackles in your heart. All things will pass. No one remains a victim forever. No one remains a perpetrator forever. All lives come and go, emotions too. Today pain, tomorrow relief, if we know how to let go. The other may also have wounds, also struggling in pain. Understanding does not excuse, but eases anger. When you view everything with compassion, your heart lightens. Some events happen whether we want them or not. Let go, and the mind will find peace. Some people stay by our side only for a while, even when we cherish them deeply. Acceptance does not mean agreement. It means no longer fighting what has already happened. We accept so our hearts can calm. We accept so we can move forward more peacefully. A bird cannot fly far if it carries too many burdens. A heart cannot find peace if it clings to anger. When we forgive, it is not because the other deserves forgiveness, but because we deserve peace. Forgiveness is not surrender, it is our own liberation. Only by letting go do we discover how light we can feel and how long we have tortured ourselves with pain. Learning to forgive is learning to love ourselves, because after all, the one who most needs healing is ourselves. Stillness is strength. Some sounds arise not from the outside world, but from within. Some storms come not from earth and sky, but from our thoughts. The more chaotic the mind, the more unsettled the heart, the more present the mind, the firmer we stand amid life's turbulence. Silence itself is power. The world is like a rushing river. When others hurry, we hurry. When others fight, we fight. When others chase fame, we rush too. But the more we chase, the more exhausted we become. The harder we seek, the more we lose ourselves. Some things need no pursuit. Some battles need no winning. With a clear mind, no one can push us off course. With a steady heart, no clamor can shake us. Have we ever truly listened to ourselves? There are questions unanswered, dreams untouched, sorrows unheard, desires unspoken. Silence is not loneliness, but the space to know ourselves when the world outside is too loud. Make time for quiet. Listen to your breath, your heartbeat, each emotion rising and falling like ripples on a lake. In that stillness, discover what you need and what truly matters, because some answers only come in silence. Life is not a race. Faster is not better, more is not happier. We can walk slowly yet firmly. We can live quietly yet fully. Dawn does not hurry but still bursts forth in brilliance each day. The sun does not rush, yet lights the world without fail. Live like the sun, silent but powerful, steady but unhurried. No need for noise or proof. Simply be still and find serenity. Let go of the past and live in the present. Some things we wish to hold forever cannot stay. Some people we treasure must leave. The past is like a shadow. The more we chase, the more it eludes us. The more we cling, the more it torments us. Beautiful memories cannot sustain us. Old wounds only hurt when touched. Only by releasing can we move on. What has passed belongs to yesterday. Joys, sorrows, stumbles, unfinished dreams. Regret cannot bring them back. Remorse cannot change them. Do not waste today imprisoned by what is gone. Holding on to a withered leaf will never bring spring. Holding on to an old dream will never reveal anything better than what has already been. Let it rest. The present is all we have. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only this moment. What we do now shapes what we receive later. To miss the present is to miss life itself. A seed cannot sprout if it mourns its fallen leaves. A person cannot be happy if they live in lost memories. Only by valuing each second can we step confidently into the future. Only by cherishing each moment can we truly live. The sun rises and sets without return. Every second is part of our life. Why live in regrets? Why waste today on yesterday's story? Smile at the present, accept the past, and look toward the future. Happiness is not far away. It lives in this moment. Release old worries. Let go of needless burdens. Live fully now, and your heart will rest. Your spirit will lighten. Your life will shine. Be gentle with yourself. Have you ever asked how you treat yourself? Do you always push yourself so hard, yet still feel insufficient? Do you shoulder heavy expectations? Do you blame yourself when things go wrong? If we are unrelenting, we wound ourselves. If we stay under constant pressure, life becomes nothing but exhaustion. It is time to be kinder to ourselves. No one is perfect. No one is always strong. No one can satisfy everyone. Failure is part of life. Stumbles are sometimes necessary. Allow yourself mistakes. Allow yourself weakness. Allow yourself rest when tired. Do not chastise yourself for things beyond your control. Do not burden your mind with the unworthy. Learning to forgive yourself is also a path to growth. The more we cling, the more tired we become. The more we overthink, the more we suffer. Life is already complex enough. Do not make it harder. Do not let small worries steal your joy. Less measuring, fewer obsessions, a lighter heart follows. Release what is unnecessary. Let go of what cannot change. When we live simply, the world around us feels kinder. Life is not a competition. No one demands you stand at the top. No one insists you be perfect. We set those expectations and then imprison ourselves within them. Slow down. Give yourself space to breathe. Do not let work drain you dry. Do not let worries pull you under. Do not let others' words wound you. You need not strive for recognition. You need not force yourself to please others. Live for yourself. Do what makes you happy. When you are gentle with yourself, life will be gentle with you. Happiness does not lie in grand achievements. Happiness is not a distant destination. Happiness is not found in glittering prizes. We chase fame, money, and love, yet when we grasp them, we still feel empty. Happiness is not something huge. Sometimes it is as simple as a gentle breeze, a morning ray of light, or a sincere smile amid life's chaos. How many have reached fame, yet felt alone? How many have wealth, yet felt hollow? How many have love, yet felt insecure? We think that more brings happiness, but the truth is, the more we desire, the more we are disappointed. Fame is fleeting. Money is merely a tool. Love is not everything. If happiness depends on externals, it will be fragile and easily broken. Some people remain by our side even when we cherish them deeply, yet they still change. Acceptance does not mean agreement. It means no longer fighting what has happened. We accept so our hearts can calm, and we accept so we can move forward more peacefully. A bird cannot fly far if it carries too many burdens. A heart cannot know peace if it holds onto anger. When we forgive, it isn't because the other person deserves forgiveness, but because we deserve peace. Forgiveness is not concession, it is our own liberation. Only by letting go do we discover how light our hearts can feel, and how long we have tormented ourselves with pain. Learning to forgive is learning to love ourselves, because ultimately the one who needs healing most is us. Stillness is strength. Some noises come not from the world around us, but from within. Some storms arise not from nature, but from our own thoughts. The more chaotic the mind, the more unsettled the heart, the more present the mind, the firmer we stand amid life's clamor. Silence itself is power. The world is like a rushing river. When others hurry, we hurry. When others compete, we compete. When others chase fame, we rush after it too. But the more we chase, the more exhausted we become. The more we seek, the more we lose ourselves. Some things require no pursuit. Some contests offer no real victory. With a clear mind, no one can push us off course. With a steady heart, no uproar can shake us. Have we ever truly listened to ourselves? There are questions without answers, dreams we never reached, sorrows no one knows, desires we never voiced. Silence is not loneliness, but the space to know ourselves when the world outside is too loud. Give yourself moments of stillness. Listen to your breath, your heartbeat, each emotion rising and falling like ripples on a lake. In that silence, you learn what you need and what truly matters, because some answers only come when the world is quiet. Life is not a race. Faster is not better. More is not happier. We can walk slowly yet firmly. We can live simply yet fully. Dawn does not hurry, yet it still breaks in splendor every morning. The sun does not rush, yet it illuminates the world steadily. Live like the sun, silent but powerful, gentle but unwavering. No need for noise or proof. Simply exist and find peace. Let go of the past and live in the present. Some things we wish to keep forever cannot stay. Some people we treasure must depart. The past is like a shadow. The more we chase it, the more it slips away. The more we cling to it, the more it torments us. Beautiful memories cannot sustain us. Old wounds only hurt when touched. Only by releasing can we move forward. What has passed belongs to yesterday. Joys, sorrows, stumbles, unfinished dreams. Regret cannot bring them back. Remorse cannot change them. Do not waste today imprisoned by what is gone. Holding on to a withered leaf will never bring spring. Clinging to an old dream will never reveal anything greater than what has already been. Let it rest. The present is all we have. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only this moment. What we do now shapes what we receive later. To miss the present is to miss life itself. A seed cannot sprout if it mourns its fallen leaves. A person cannot be happy if they live in memories of loss. Only by valuing each second can we step confidently into the future. Only by cherishing each moment can we truly live. The sun rises and sets without return. Every second is part of our life. Why live in regret? Why waste today on yesterday's story? Smile at the present, accept the past, and turn toward the future. Happiness is not far away. It lives in this moment. Release old worries. Let go of needless burdens. Live fully now, and your heart will find rest. Your spirit will lighten. Your life will shine. Be gentle with yourself. Have you ever asked how you treat yourself? Do you push yourself so hard, yet still feel it's never enough? Do you carry heavy expectations? Do you blame yourself when things go wrong? If we remain unrelenting, we wound ourselves. If we stay under constant pressure, life becomes nothing but exhaustion. It is time to be kinder to ourselves. No one is perfect. No one is always strong. No one can satisfy everyone. Failure is part of life. Stumbles are sometimes necessary. Allow yourself mistakes. Allow yourself weakness. Allow yourself rest when you're tired. Do not chastise yourself for things beyond your control. Do not burden your mind with the unworthy. Learning to forgive yourself is also a path to growth. The more we cling, the more tired we become. The more we overthink, the more we suffer. Life is already complex enough. Do not make it harder. Do not let small worries steal your joy. Less measuring, fewer obsessions, a lighter heart follows. Release what is unnecessary. Let go of what cannot change. When we live simply, the world around us feels kinder. Life is not a competition. No one demands you stand at the top. No one insists you be perfect. We set those expectations and then imprison ourselves within them. Slow down. Give yourself space to breathe. Do not let work drain you dry. Do not let worries pull you under. Do not let others' words wound you. You need not strive for recognition. You need not force yourself to please others. Live for yourself. Do what makes you happy. When you are gentle with yourself, life will be gentle with you. Real happiness does not lie in grand achievements. Happiness is not a distant destination. Happiness is not found in glittering prizes. We chase fame, money, love, and when we grasp them, we still feel empty. Happiness is not something huge. Sometimes it is as simple as a gentle breeze, a morning ray of light, or a sincere smile amid life's chaos. How many have reached fame, yet felt alone? How many have wealth, yet felt hollow? How many have love, yet felt insecure? We think that more brings happiness, but the more we desire, the more we disappoint ourselves. Fame is fleeting, money is merely a tool, love is not everything. If happiness depends on externals, it will be fragile and easily broken. True happiness does not come from what we own, but from how we experience life. A warm cup of tea in the morning, a good book on a rainy afternoon, a restful sleep after a long day. No grand gestures are needed, just the ability to cherish small moments, a sincere greeting, a tight hug, a moment of being wholly ourselves. When we learn to find joy in simple things, life feels much lighter. After all, it is those small things that accompany us throughout our lives. A person may have nothing but feel enough and thus be happy. A person may have everything yet feel lacking and thus remain uneasy. Happiness does not lie in possessions, but in perception. When we know sufficiency, we no longer compare. When we cultivate gratitude, we no longer resent. When our hearts are full, we need nothing more. Then happiness naturally remains. To live freely and peacefully amid life's changes, we let go of yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's worries and live fully in the present. Freedom is not surrender. Serenity does not mean indifference, but a gentle approach to life. The past is a finished painting. No amount of editing can change it. The future is a blank page. No amount of worry can fill it. We often live in regret or chase what is not yet come, forgetting only this moment truly belongs to us. A falling leaf teaches us, don't mourn the old season or long for tomorrow. Sway with the wind and gently receive what comes and goes. A hot cup of tea at dawn, a cool breeze at midday, a slow setting sunset. These things recur daily, but do we truly feel them? Living slowly is not stopping, but savoring each moment. Listen to the wind, watch each petal fall, feel your own heartbeat. Life need not hurry. The more we try to hold on, the more it slips away. The more we cling, the more we ache. Letting go is not loss, but lightening of the heart. Release worries and you find peace. Release grudges and you find joy. Release desire and you find freedom. When we want nothing more, we find everything is enough, because the most important things have never been outside. Life is a journey. Short or long matters less than how we travel it. When we let go of anxieties, cherish each moment, live simply yet fully, that is freedom, that is serenity amid life's currents. Blessings, more or fewer, show on the face. As you know, a person's features are not random lines but a mirror of the soul, a book narrating our deeds, thoughts, and kindness. A righteous person's gaze is warm. One weighed down by sorrow wears a frown. Karma does not wait for another lifetime, but shows on our faces every day. Goodness is like a flower's fragrance. It needs no display, yet spreads silently. Whoever cultivates compassion and kindness will naturally radiate calm assurance. Do you believe a face can tell the story of a life? Gentle words are like spring breezes, lifting hearts with warmth. Harsh words are like a chill wind, withering souls in loneliness. Therefore, before speaking, ask yourself, does this bring love or resentment? Will it soothe or trouble someone's heart? Words reflect character and shape destiny. Those who speak kindly find their paths open. Those who speak cruelly find obstacles. The mouth creates karma, but it can also create blessings. Between those choices, which will you make? A single harsh word can shatter a relationship and plunge someone into suffering. A single encouraging phrase can rescue a lost soul. If we pause longer and think more deeply, we might spare ourselves and others pain. The greatest gift is a sincere word, a gentle phrase on a stormy day, encouragement in moments of despair. It can bring the warmth of humanity. Instead of sowing blame and competition, let us use words to spread love. No one knows what tomorrow holds or how many meetings remain. So do not speak words that hurt. Once uttered, they may never be taken back. Better to remain silent for a moment than to regret a careless word forever. As the heart is, so the mouth will speak. A heart full of anger will birth words that burn away kindness. A heart full of compassion will birth words that cool sorrows. To keep our speech pure, we must first keep our hearts calm. Words are seeds. We reap what we sow. Choose to sow kindness and harvest peace. Doing good can change our appearance and our fate. It is not casual wisdom, but a principle. Character shapes features. Circumstances shift with the heart. One's face is not only inherited, but also reflects one's temperament and way of life. A person who regularly does good and holds compassion will grow gentle features, bright eyes, and a serene smile. Conversely, one who harbors resentment and greed will soon bear marks of anger and suffering on their face. When we act kindly, our hearts open and lighten. The generous bear fewer sorrows because they do not clutch wounds for long. They give without tallying costs, and they empathize without demanding return. Thus they exude peace and ease. Science also shows that those who help others enjoy better mental and physical health, for they do not let negativity corrode their spirits. But can good deeds truly change our fate? If we believe in karma, we understand that every action, word, and thought creates its own force. Those who plant good seeds, though they may face hardship now, will receive blessings over time. A righteous person may not gain wealth immediately, but will attract auspicious connections and opportunities others lack. Doing good is not about earning rewards, but about finding peace of mind. When the mind is at rest, we are no longer swept into resentments and worries. When the mind is at peace, life feels lighter, and we maintain faith in adversity. As inner calm grows, our features and fate gradually transform. Therefore, to improve our appearance and change our destiny, there is no better path than living virtuously. Each small act, each sincere word, each benevolent thought, all will weave a more beautiful life. How to recognize someone blessed by good fortune through physiognomy. A person's appearance is not merely external form, but reflects their soul, intelligence, and the merit they have accumulated. 1. A gentle, balanced face. Blessed people often have full, well-proportioned faces, not gaunt or hollow, nor heavy and coarse. Their features are harmonious rather than sharply angular, and they lack harsh, burdened wrinkles. In physiognomy, round or oval faces indicate good later years, comfortable living, and wide affection. A broad, clear forehead signals inner calm, wisdom, and frequent good luck. Few deep scars or furrows show a serene heart and favorable life circumstances. 2. Bright, spirited eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul, revealing a person's inner life and fortune. Those with good fortune typically have clear, animated eyes that convey calm intelligence and compassion. By contrast, people prone to anger, envy, or ill will often have cloudy eyes or an unfocused gaze. Eyes that shine with serenity and warmth belong to kind-hearted individuals who cultivate virtue and attract positive relationships. 3. Warm, steady voice. Fortune-blessed people project kindness not only in appearance, but in speech. They speak neither too fast nor too sharply. Their tone is pleasant, soothing, and trustworthy. Those who are quick-tempered, spiteful, or gossipy tend to speak in harsh, grating tones. In contrast, blessed individuals speak calmly, deliberately, and sincerely, carrying both warmth and insight. 4. Gentle, benevolent smile. A genuine, unforced smile that radiates warmth and ease is a clear sign of good fortune. Blessed people smile often and authentically, putting others at ease and creating closeness. A soft smile and gentle eyes reflect a compassionate heart and win widespread affection. 5. Composed manner and confident bearing. Those blessed by grace walk with unhurried, poised steps. They neither rush nor slump their shoulders. Their posture conveys calm confidence, never arrogance, but steady assurance. Light, upright steps with heads held just so reveal inner stability, unshaken by life's currents. Conversely, bowed heads, hurried strides, or rounded shoulders often indicate worry, insecurity, and depleted fortune. 6. Clear, radiant complexion. Skin health mirrors both well-being and fortune. Fortunate individuals tend to have fresh, glowing complexions, never unnaturally pale, but rosy and vigorous. This reflects a joyful spirit, free from constant worry draining their energy. A grayish, wrinkled face with a fatigued expression often belongs to someone weighed down by negativity and distress. 7. A kind heart that helps others. Beyond external traits, true fortune shows in one's actions. Those who readily assist others, live with generosity, and act without selfish calculation accumulate great merit. Though not materially wealthy, their lives are supported by benefactors and filled with opportunity. Their calm, reliable presence naturally comforts those around them. 8. Little envy and few conflicts. A blessed person does not waste time on petty disputes. They know when to yield and refuse to cling to minor wins. They are not pushovers, but they maintain equanimity amid gossip and contention. Understanding karma, they do not force what is not theirs, and so they remain gentle and cheerful. A person's appearance is not fixed. It evolves with their lifestyle and mindset. To cultivate true fortune, one must first cultivate virtue. Live honestly, give generously, and think kindly. As the heart grows good, the face softens and destiny brightens. Good fortune cannot be begged. It comes from personal effort. When we act righteously, keep a kind heart, and perform many good deeds, blessings find us naturally. How karma and resentment affect destiny. In Buddhist life philosophy, karma and resentment are two forces that directly shape a person's life and fate. Karma is the result of past actions, good or bad, and influences both present and future lifetimes. Resentment is the negative energy born of hatred, jealousy, and blame. It clouds the mind and leads one astray. Understanding how karma and resentment interact with destiny helps us live rightly to avoid harm and accumulate merit. Karma is the universal law of cause and effect. Every action, word, and thought creates a force that eventually returns to us. Good deeds bring blessings. Harmful deeds bring suffering. Wholesome karma. Those who regularly help others, perform virtuous acts, and live sincerely accumulate good karma. They enjoy peace, smooth circumstances, assistance from helpers, and few hardships. Unwholesome karma. Selfish, deceitful, or greedy actions create harmful karma. It may not manifest immediately, but will inevitably bring calamities and difficulties later. Some people suffer misfortune from childhood, often the result of past life karma, while others seem born under a lucky star thanks to their accumulated virtue. Resentment is the harmful energy arising from hatred and envy. It not only poisons the mind, but also shapes destiny. Holding on to anger chains us to suffering, drawing misfortune into our lives. Personal resentment, always blaming others instead of reflecting, breeds dissatisfaction and negativity, attracting further adversity. Resentment directed at us by others also leaves a negative imprint that can follow us. Many spend lives haunted by the suffering they inflicted. As the saying goes, harboring hatred is like drinking poison and wishing the other person to die. Holding resentment locks the door to happiness and blocks blessings. By recognizing these laws, we can choose compassion over anger, generosity over greed, and so steadily transform both our appearance and our destiny. Karma and resentment can influence one's destiny in many ways, from career and reputation to health and family happiness. Those who create bad karma through deceit or harming others to advance may succeed briefly, but in the long run their misdeeds return to bring crushing failure. The resentment of those they have hurt can cause professional troubles. No one wants to cooperate or help them. Weakened health. People carrying heavy bad karma and resentment often suffer anxiety and restlessness that can lead to illness. Chronic negative emotions may cause depression and even weaken the immune system, inviting serious disease. Family discord, selfishness, anger, and blame produce bad karma in family relationships. Such people may be alienated by relatives, spouses grow estranged, and children become unfilial. Resentment lodged in the household can affect future generations, preventing them from living in peace. Even those who have created bad karma or carry deep resentment can change their fate by living virtuously and cultivating themselves. Performing good deeds, helping others, giving alms, reduces bad karma and increases merit. Letting go of anger means refusing to harbor grudges, learning forgiveness, and releasing the past so the soul may rest in peace. Repentance and reform. Recognize mistakes, sincerely repent, change one's lifestyle, and avoid repeating errors. Practices such as chanting sutras, reciting the Buddha's name, and meditation help purify the mind, transform bad karma into good, and dissolve resentment. Sowing good causes to reap good results. Living honestly, uprightly, and without greed or hatred brings a more peaceful life. Karma and resentment are not supernatural, but the results of past deeds, thoughts, and words. Destiny is not fixed. It can change when we correct ourselves and live benevolently. To achieve a peaceful, happy life, begin by releasing resentment, living sincerely, and accumulating good karma. When the mind is at peace and merit abundant, life naturally flows smoothly. Merit passing through generations. In the philosophy of cause and effect, merit accumulated by one generation benefits the next. This is not a genetic inheritance like wealth or status, but the transmission of virtuous values within a family. Families with traditions of kindness and integrity often see descendants thrive. Children raised with moral guidance learn sincerity and respect. Even without material wealth, they build good lives. Conversely, families rich in money but poor in virtue produce descendants prone to downfall, unhappiness, and loss. Merit is not visible like an inheritance, but is a profound foundation built across lifetimes. Sometimes parents' good deeds do not protect their children from hardship. That may be because the children still bear their own karmic debts. Merit functions like a soft cushion easing life's blows, but each person must cultivate their own blessings. Some families enjoy multi-generational prosperity not only through talent or hard work, but also because ancestors' merits created favorable conditions. However, merit fades if descendants do not preserve and add to it. Like a treasure chest, without wise use it will empty. If children cultivate virtue and live righteously, merit not only remains, but grows. A family marked by filial piety and generosity always attracts supportive benefactors and good fortune. This is no coincidence, but the fruition of ancestral benevolence. Descendants raised in ethical homes tend to think positively, with little hatred or wrongdoing, leading to more peaceful lives. Merit can cross generations, but it is neither fixed nor unchangeable. Each must create their own good karma. Relying solely on ancestors' virtue without cultivating one's own merit leads to depletion. Conversely, cherishing and continuing virtuous deeds preserves and amplifies ancestral blessings. Merit is an invisible gift left by predecessors. Though unseen, it deeply shapes a family's destiny. To live in peace and happiness, one must cultivate not only material wealth, but also moral values. A family rich in virtue provides invisible protection, helping descendants overcome challenges, avoid disasters, and receive blessings in life. Can modern science explain the concept of unseen merit and destiny? This idea has long existed in Eastern culture, especially within Buddhist and Taoist philosophy. Unseen merit refers to silent, selfless good deeds that profoundly affect one's destiny and that of future generations. Destiny, viewed thus, is not fixed but can change through human actions, good or bad. From a scientific perspective, although direct proof of unseen merit or destiny remains elusive, research in psychology, sociology, and even quantum physics offers intriguing insights into the link between moral cause and life experiences. A key principle is the psychological cause and effect. Studies show that performing good deeds makes people feel happier and more confident, thus attracting positive experiences back into their lives. Conversely, harmful actions elevate stress, anxiety, and even depression, making life more difficult. Harvard research demonstrates that those who regularly engage in altruism report higher happiness levels and longer lifespans than those who live selfishly and resentfully. Additionally, another psychological principle is the mirror effect. When someone shows compassion, they create a positive environment around them that naturally attracts like-minded people. From there, opportunities and good fortune flow to them more easily. A different perspective comes from quantum physics. In the study of the smallest particles in the universe, scientists propose that every object, even humans, emits a certain energy field. A person's thoughts, emotions, and actions can influence the frequency of this field, thereby affecting the surrounding environment. Those who think positively and do good generate high-frequency energy that attracts good things in life. Conversely, negative people who harbor resentment or commit harmful acts emit low energy and are more prone to misfortune. Folk belief holds that a parent's virtue can influence their children. Scientifically, this can be explained through genetics and the environment. Research in epigenetics shows that a parent's psychological and behavioral influences can affect the next generation via changes at the genetic level. For example, individuals raised in a loving, positive environment display different gene expressions than those raised amid negativity and resentment. This helps explain why families with a tradition of kindness often produce descendants who are virtuous, intelligent, and luckier. According to studies at the University of California, children raised in a moral environment, taught to help others, develop higher emotional intelligence and better social adaptability, making them more likely to succeed in life. This can be seen as inheriting a parent's virtue, not through mysticism, but through sustained education and psychological influence. Although modern science cannot fully prove the spiritual concept of unseen virtue and destiny, research in psychology, quantum physics, and genetics has shed light on the relationship between human actions and life outcomes. The adage, good begets good, evil begets evil, is no longer merely a moral teaching, but is supported by numerous experiments and scientific studies. When a person lives virtuously, they generate positive energy that spreads to those around them, influencing their community and future generations. Even if science cannot precisely measure unseen virtue or destiny, modern research shows that ethical behavior and a good lifestyle indeed affect one's life in many ways. Therefore, living righteously and helping others not only brings inner peace, but can also improve one's own destiny and that of loved ones. To gauge someone's virtue, look at their eyes, their smile, their bearing. They all mirror the soul. When the heart is kind, the face naturally softens. When the mind is at peace, one's appearance becomes serene without makeup or adornment. Simply nurture a sincere heart and a virtuous life, and your face will shine more brightly each day. If you find these words meaningful, please like the video and share it with those you care about. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue on the journey toward peace and happiness.